Hey, friends, and welcome to your practice today. We're going to be doing a 20-minute midday yoga break practice. So, whether you are working at home or from the office or just need a midday stretch, this practice is going to be right for you. You don't need anything special. You don't even need a mat if you don't want to. So, uh, get yourself into a comfortable space. We're going to start standing up, and I'll see you in a second. All right, so now that we're here, standing in our practice space today for this 20-minute practice, let's get ourselves into a position where our feet feel nice and firm and flat on the ground. And we're going to go a little bit wider than hip distance apart with the feet. So take a look down, check in with the feet, feel all edges where you are balanced on the inside and outside edges of the feet, the ball of the foot, the heel. Maybe lift and wiggle the toes. And then come to your standing position here. Feel yourself start to stack the pelvis. Feeling long in the front and the back of the body. You can close your eyes here as you let the arms rest down beside you. Taking a deep inhale in, shoulders come all the way up to the ears. And exhale, shoulders away. Inhaling again, shoulders roll up to the ears. And exhale, let the shoulders fall back and down. Settle right here. Shoulders away from the ears, taking one hand to just over the navel, one hand to the heart. Eyes close and find the natural rhythm of your breath as we spend just a minute or so tuning into our practice. Whatever you've had going on today, we're setting this time and space for it to be sacred. So start to let whatever's happened, let that melt away as you breathe. If the mind starts getting drawn to what you need to do next, gently notice that and turn it back to the breath. Find a deepening of the breath in the belly. Inhaling, belly inflates, ribs, moving that breath all the way up into the chest. And exhaling, chest, ribs, feeling the belly pull back in toward the spine. A couple more of these Dirga breaths. Inhaling, belly, ribs flare wide, breath moves up into the chest. Exhaling from the top down. One more. And on your exhale, release everything, release the hands, shake it out. Maybe pedal the feet here a little bit. And we're going to take the arms into empty coat sleeves. And so starting to just swish the arms, turning the hips from side to side. Feel free to allow yourself to pick the heel up off the ground as you're turning from one side to the other. Letting the arms be nice and loose. And you can start to increase this movement and increase the breath with it if you'd like. And so every time you turn to the side, you can start to do shoulder taps and a strong exhale. So ha, 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 just like that. Or if you prefer to go a little slower, a little more soothing turn, that's fine too. Let your movement match the energy that you need today for your little midday yoga break. Starting to wind this down slowly. letting the arms come and rest back at the side. And edging the feet in, so now they're hip width apart. Still finding that balance on all edges of the foot. Feel yourself start to stack one more time. We're going to come into mountain pose. So arms rest right alongside you, palms face out, fingertips spread nice and wide. And here, feel your fingertips wanting to root down toward the earth while the crown of the head wants to reach up toward the sky. So we're creating length in the neck. Big breaths here. And if you'd like to take it a step further and you're not working with any shoulder injuries, then you can inhale the arms up into a big V. Big breath here. And if you need a little energetic boost today, inhale, start to lift onto the toes of the feet. So raising the mountain. And here it might be important to find a little focal point in front of you, place on the wall or the floor that doesn't move. In Sanskrit, this is known as a drishti. Couple more breaths. Good. Exhale, bring it down. Bring it down. And we're going to keep bringing it down. I'll turn to the side here. So sitting the hips back as if you're coming into a chair. Arms can stay raised up overhead right here by the ears, or allow hands to come down to shoulder height, palms face toward the floor. You can start to pull the shoulders back toward each other, socketing them in. Or if it feels better to have hands on hips, go for that. Keep sitting in your chair, few more breaths. And if you're getting to a place where you're feeling pinching in the lower back, tuck the tailbone slightly under, and this will help to lengthen the spine. So make those any little adjustments that work for you to help you stay comfortable. One more breath. Big breath in. Good. Exhale, we're going to release, fold. Keep the knees bent, fold all the way down. Let hands come to opposite elbows. Let the head hang. So coming into a ragdoll position, nod the head yes. Shake the head no. Let the belly relax as you fold over. Maybe the belly is resting on the thighs. And let hands come to shins. Inhale, flatten the back, gaze ahead. And exhale, release again. So we're going to do a few of these. And I'll suggest to do some strong inhales and some strong exhales. You can move at your own pace. And of course, if you'd like to keep this more slow and more gentle, go for it. But I'll lead a more energetic pace for this particular couple of postures. And so deep inhale in, hands to shins. And deep exhale out, fold. So you can keep going like this, nice and strong for two more. Stay here down, hang in the fold, and then bend the knees deeply. Inhale, press through the feet. Arms spread wide as we reverse swan dive all the way up to standing. Arms come up overhead. Place the palms together at heart center. Close the eyes here, breathe. We're shaking off the day. We're continuing to tune into our practice and focusing right here on the breath. So let's do that process one more time. Coming down into a fold. Hands come to opposite elbows. Hang the head. Shake the head. Yes and no. And then let the arms drop. Get ready for your strong inhales and exhales if you'd like to choose that route. Inhaling, hands to shins. Exhale. Inhale, hands to shins, flatten the back, gaze forward. And on the exhale, folding down. Two more. Hang, hang, hang. Stay right here. Press through the feet. Bend the knees. Inhale and float all the way back up to stand. Arms come overhead, palms together. Let the palms float down the midline of the body on the exhale and rest at heart center. Eyes can close here. One more time. So what's nice about this midday yoga practice is you can build a little bit of energy and then let that energy integrate into the body by taking these few moments of stillness, really diving into your breath, the natural rhythm of your breathing. And maybe here the mind floats to any places in the body where you're feeling that little build of energy. And this is great for midday because a lot of us tend to get a little sluggish right after or before lunchtime. Great. Let's come into a tree pose for balancing. So if you'd like to keep your hands here at heart center and come into your tree, perfect. If you'd like to transition hands to hips for a little balance while you set yourself up, great. Allow the weight to shift into the right foot. Find that mountain pose where you're feeling sturdy on all edges of that right foot. And inhale, take the left heel to the right ankle. You can stay right here for your tree and bring the arms into any position that you'd like. Cactus arms is a great option for this pose, arms up in a V. But if you'd like to take the leg position a little bit deeper here, rotate the left knee out so you're opening up the left hip and bring the sole of the foot to the inside of the calf or the inside of the right thigh. Anywhere except the knee joint. You don't want any pressure on that knee. Find your focal point, your drishti. Breathe here. Allow yourself to sink into the feeling of balancing and grounding through the feet. And if you're wobbly, if you find yourself going back and forth a little bit, no problem. Our balance changes from day to day, from moment to moment. So if you fall out, just come right back into it. Two more breaths. Good. Release everything. Shift the weight now to the left foot. We're going to come into the other side. Any version that you'd like. And bring yourself into your expression of tree today. And if you feel more like a shrub, that is absolutely fine. I have been there before. So maybe you're not a big, tall, sturdy tree. Maybe you're a tree that feels like it's blowing in the breeze, or you're feeling like you're going to keep everything small today, so you're a little bit of a shrub. Breathe and find your focal point. Two more breaths. Good. Next exhale, release everything. Shake it out. Let's shake that out. So we're going to make our way to the floor now. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, bend the knees, swan dive forward, forward fold. Hands come to the floor. And from here, step one foot back and then the other, high plank for just a moment, and let the knees come all the way down. So come into your tabletop position. We're going to stack the knees right underneath the hips. The hands spread nice and wide. Hands are placed underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, gaze comes forward. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, reach the upper back for the sky, and dip the head toward the chest. So cat, cow. Move here at your own pace. Just a couple of these. And with your next inhale, find that neutral spine. So your tabletop where your spine feels nice and long. And now inhale, left leg is nice and long, extended behind you. And if you'd like to practice balancing table, reach that right arm forward, breathe. Engage the core. One more breath. Good. Exhale, let everything come back down to tabletop. And inhale, right leg stretches out nice and long. Left arm stretches out in the opposite direction as well if you're practicing balancing table. Get your core involved here, engaging the abdomen. Feeling that concentric support of the spine for those muscles engaged. They're wrapping right around that spine, protecting it. And exhale, release. Take the big toes together, press the hips all the way back, come into your child pose. And make this a resting child, get comfortable. Grounding the third eye toward the earth. So whether that's the fists stacking on top of one another, or you can rest the forehead right onto the earth. Feel yourself breathe here, connecting with the stabilizing energy that comes up from the earth. Big breath in, big exhale. Stay here for as long as you need to. But if you're ready to transition out, press yourself back up to a kneeling position or a comfortable seat. Maybe you're resting in a chair. Let's bring our hands to heart center. Maybe close the eyes here. Take a bow to yourself, thanking the body for showing up, the mind for being present, and the heart for being open. And we bow again to each other, this community space that we share, whether it's in person or virtual. The energy and the presence is felt. And this beautiful practice of yoga that we participate in together. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Jai Bhagwan.